Hi, good evening. My name is Charlotte, and I am the Managing Director of the Belize Institute for Service Excellence Leadership and Research. We're a small startup company, and I decided to do this video because, like most entrepreneurs, I'm sure that there is a growing concern for our well being and even the future of our organization. And so I thought I would just offer some encouragement to my fellow entrepreneurs in terms of how do we manage in a time of crisis. I'm sure that right now the first thought on your mind would have been, geez, I wish I was working with a large organization that is more stable, or even maybe with the government. But there are two things there for you to keep in the forefront of your mind. One, that thought is coming from a place of fear. The fact that you're doing what you're doing right now is probably because, one, um, that's what you love to do. You found a sense of purpose in what you're doing, and most definitely because there's a need for the services that you provide. And so don't lose focus of that vision and those goals, even though for now you may need to put them on a pause, right? Langston Hughes said, what happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? It doesn't dry up. Actually, you may be able at this time to take some time to refocus and to look at those visions and sharpen those goals. As entrepreneurs, you're actually in a good position right now because entrepreneurs are some of the most creative and resourceful and even resilient people that I know. And so the fact that you're able to seek out and see opportunities that many others may not be able to see in a time like this is an advantage for you, because this is what you've been doing for the longest. The next thing you need to remember as an entrepreneur is that every business, if this continues, will suffer. So the grass is not really greener on the other side, even though right now it might look like it is. Large companies succeed because, like small businesses, they're bringing in money and they're producing. People are buying and selling. And if that's not happening in, across the globe, then even large enterprises, even the government, will soon feel the impact of this. And so don't feel that you're in a boat alone. This is going to affect everybody, not just entrepreneurs and small business owners. And so that's some words of encouragement. But what do you do during this time, during this downtime, when the phone isn't ringing off the hook, when people aren't sending emails and requests for services are down? So you're used to being busy. So what do you do with all this downtime? And so, what I want to encourage you to do, first of all, is make a plan. Make a plan for what you're going to do in the next 3 months. How are you going to use that time wisely? Maybe you're good with your hands, so you want to start looking at creative ways to use the things you have in your environment. That doesn't cost you much to use your hands. Maybe you write and you're good at writing. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you're into training, like our organization, and you can offer some assistance to students who are at home right now and can use some self-help material or some other types of materials. Albeit you will not be able to charge for the services you offer, it's a way of giving back to the community and you remain relevant. When it comes to the financial aspect, which is the biggest thing, because you're used to a steady stream of income coming into your small business, the goal is this: if you're not making money, you can't be spending money. And so you need to be scaling back on your spending drastically. So evaluate your budget, put it on a slim fast diet almost immediately, and look at those things that you can cut back on, that you should be cutting back on. If it's expenses in your home that you need to be reducing, for example, if you're using a dryer, you might want to get that clothesline going. Look at things in your home. If you have to be cooking each day instead of ordering food out like you were used to doing that, are there things that you can that you can preserve? Stop spending. Stop spending is the goal. How do you cut back on your spending since income is not coming back to you like you're used to? One of the things that you may want to consider, and that's for me, is start working on that backyard garden that you've always wanted to work on. The goal is to stay busy and to remain relevant and to find purpose in your days. Don't sit around looking at the news, scrolling through Facebook, and just feel like, okay, I have a lot of time to waste. That will quickly put you in a state of depression. Find purpose in your days. Remain positive and understand that this too shall pass and we will survive this crisis. God bless you.